Well, hello, creative people. Amy here from Amy Parker Art and founder of Creative Warriors. And I teach artists how to market their paintings online organically. So, welcome, welcome. I am so happy to be on here tonight because this is like Christmas Eve. I have been busting my butt on this membership for you guys for a very, very, very long time. So I am so excited to announce that we will be opening the doors tomorrow, May 9th, on Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. And yeah, super excited. And I don't know about you guys, but on Christmas Eve, our family, we like to open a something, like one thing on Christmas Eve. I don't know if you guys do that, but I would love to do that with you tonight. And you can see something super awesome that is inside of the membership for you. So let me get my little bag here so that we can open one thing that when you become a creative warrior, you are going to love, love, love this. All right. It is voila. It is a tracker and accomplishment book for you guys. So first of all, when you pop on, you have to allow StreamYard so that I can see your comment. See your name on the comment. So just giving you a heads up on that. But I have this waiting for you inside Creative Warriors. So when I open the doors tomorrow for the very first time to the public, you guys will be able to get this as soon as you become a member. And there's all kinds of cool stuff in here. Basically, um, we're visual people, right? We're artists. So we want to be able to see things visually. And I know me, I'm like tangible. I want to have something to go through and see and kind of track my accomplishments, right? So I love this. I created it on a PDF for you. So you most certainly can go to your local printer like I did and get this actually printed out. This is a nice copy. It's got like a even if I put it down and there's coffee on the table, it's not going to get this all yucky because it has this kind of plastic piece or whatever on the back, but it's nice and bendable. And also the cover piece is pretty cool too. So this thing cost me $17 at my local printer. I just sent them the PDF and they printed it out. So you could do that as well. Or when you become a creative warrior and you want to, sure, you're going to want to use the tracker and accomplishment book. You can just keep it on your computer. Just hit the PDF and just keep it there if you don't want to print it out. I mean, you most certainly could print it out on your home printer, but I do have it in color. So if you do that, make sure you probably put it in grayscale so that you don't waste all your ink. But this is like a rundown of everything inside of Creative Warriors, right? So there's 15 pages here, and there I have some fun things for you, like on the front page, right? So there's creative dreams. What's your creative dream, right? People who write down and keep track of their goals are more likely to reach them, which is true. So hopefully you've been writing them down. My creative dreams and goals are, so you can write these in. I suggest use a pencil with this. Maybe not on your creative dreams because that's pretty much, your creative dream. But I do have, things like I would like to, improve artistic skill, learn tech stuff, develop a business mindset, gain more confidence, have a creative side hustle business or creative full-time business like I do with my paintings online. It's totally up to you, but I just put these little things in here to kind of jog your memory and kind of get those juices flowing on what you want to do with your own creative business. And success path. So inside Creative Warriors, I do have a success path for you, which is awesome because it's really hard to get clarity if you're not really sure where you are, right? And it's hard for you to ask me for help to move to the next step if you're not really sure where you are. So that's why I set up the success path, which you guys can see and decide where you need to be, right? And of course, you can ask me at any time. So I'm so excited to show you this this book that I made for you to go along with the whole membership, which is on my website. The whole membership library with all the trainings, Creative Warriors, is right there. So when you join tomorrow, you will be able to access that information, all of this information, right in the library, as well as the Facebook group that I have for members only. So I have it in both places for you. And I'm so excited for you to jump in there and become a creative warrior. Shout out to Gail, who became a creative warrior recently, Cassie, and we do have, let's see, we have 14 now. But like I said, don't be jealous. That was on the DL. This is really the first time that I'm opening to the public. So if you are a creative person, if you're an artist, do anything artsy, crafty with your hands that you are thinking about, maybe selling online, or, want to figure out some tech things. You want to do this like organically. I've done this organically, selling my paintings like this one back here, online for 3 years now consecutively, every single month. So if you would like to do what I do, that's why I created this membership for you called Creative Warriors. And I'm so excited to see all of your journeys and how you grow. And like I said, we have 17 people even just on the DL, right? So I know that we will get more and more. And I am super pumped to be able to grow this community with you guys and just have that support system, because that's so important. I have my own support system that I'm lucky enough to have online for, business stuff, for where I am now in my business. So I'm glad that I found these ladies that I am in a business group with. They're super awesome. So I know when you get into Creative Warriors, it's going to be like a new world for you, especially if you've been at home in your studio, or like, how do I do this? How do I market my paintings? How do I get my stuff out there? Where do I find customers and collectors? It's all about that. Yes, we will do a monthly painting tutorial, which you have gold right designs to as a Creative Warrior member, for as long as you are a Creative Warrior member. But I do have gold designs in there right now waiting for you. And every month I will be also doing that. But so there are going to be some artsy things in there, but it is mostly geared towards how to help you with your art businesses. So anyway, I do have the success path, right? And you'll find that when you get into Creative Warriors. The first one is Curious Creative. I do have 5 chapters set up. So chapter 1 is the Curious Creative. Chapter 2 is the Wishing Creative. 3, Self-Assured Warrior. 4, Fearless Warrior. 5, Powerful Warrior. Man, I don't really feel too powerful to, well, actually I do, but I was gonna tell you, I went to the batting cages with one of my daughters tonight, and I think I've only done that one other time in my life when I was really young. So I'm a little like sore from swinging the bat, but it was fun. It's great to be able to spend time with your family, and that's another wonderful thing about being a creative warrior, right? Because working online and having a support system like me and your creative peers is going to give you more time with your family, right? Because if you're working online, then you make your hours, you make your schedule. So that's another thing that I just love about being an artpreneur, right? So I'm probably not going to go through this whole thing, but let me just kind of skim through it for you, right? So anyway, let's see, important monthly meetings, right? This is very important because we are going to be doing monthly meetings when you are a Creative Warrior. I'm going to be doing a Q&A for you in the Facebook members group live every single month to answer your specific questions. As well as we will be doing Zoom meetings, Zoom brainstorm sessions as well. So, and peer-to-peer help. So that is going to be amazing to be able to offer you guys all that help and support, right? So I do have the important monthly meetings right here. That's why I said to use pencil in here, because this one's Q&A with me, right? So each month you can write what day the Q&A is. You can even pre-write down what your questions are if you want on here. I get check boxes for you, like, did you submit your question? Did you attend the live, or maybe watch the replay? Just little helpful things to you. Right on this page, if you guys get this PDF printed out, your tracker and accomplishment book, then if yours will come like this also. So then you can have that blank page on this side, even brainstorm some more if you want. So important monthly meetings continue. So we have peer-to-peer brainstorming, and we will have 2 of those per month. And right here, I even have this section. My next question is to ask for Q&A or peer-to-peer. So that will be, you'll be able to find it. Like, I put stuff in my phone, and you guys know me, I'm always jotting stuff down in my notebooks and everything. And sometimes in my planner, because I always have my planner right here. So I kind of have things like all over the place. But this is so super handy because I have it right on my desk, and I can just grab it and go through and look and see what I need to find. So I did create this membership for 2 reasons, really. When I started selling my paintings online, I knew that I was going to want to help other artists do the same thing if I was successful with it, which I have been. And the second reason is because, well, I'm getting older, and sometimes I forget things, especially when I'm doing a whole lot of things online, and things get busy with my business, and it's like, oh, how do I do that? Or I want to remember how I do this in my group, in my collectors group, or how I do this on my business page, or what content should I use, or whatever, right? So I put all of this stuff for you into Creative Warriors, and then I can just check my tracker and accomplishment sheet because it has everything right in here, and I can see exactly where to go. So it will be handy for that as well. But you can always ask me a question at any time in the Facebook group, Creative Warriors Facebook group. That's fine too. And plus your peers, right? Your peers. I'm not going to let any mean people in there. No naysayers. I mean, the qualifications of what you need to become a creative warrior is desire and a willingness to try, and be a creative person, right? So if you're like a mean person, a naysayer, or whatever, no, I'm not going to put up with that, because this needs to be a positive, happy, creative environment to help you with your art businesses. Okay. Organically. So if you want to, like I said, if you want to sell your paintings right from the comfort of your own home, like I do, this is my studio that we're in right now. It's not super clean. Sorry about that. Don't judge. But then you're in the right place. So I'm just showing you guys the tracker and accomplishment book that I have for you. Go ahead and if you want to ask me anything on here right now, you most certainly can. I may not see your comment if you don't allow StreamYard to show. So you can go ahead and type in a comment, see if it works. If not, then you might have to allow StreamYard, because I am using that right now to stream this video. But yeah, I'm just super excited. Like I said, it's like Christmas Eve for me. I feel like you guys are all my kids, and I've been getting your stockings ready, and I've been wrapping all your presents, and not just like, a month or 2 in advance. I've been doing this for 3 years now. I've been saving my content. I've been saving the strategies that work for me in my business. I've been putting everything together. So when you get into Creative Warriors, there's numerous trainings in there. And you'll see I have really long hair now. I have to cut it at some point. But you'll see some of my videos. My hair is up to here. So proof that I've been working on this for you for like 3 years. So I'm so excited. Like I said, we have 14 members right now. And I keep telling you guys, don't be jealous about that. I let them in on the DL. Those were people that were always asking me questions about their businesses, people that I knew had a spark and really wanted to sell their paintings online, market their business. Some of them are not even acrylic painters like I am. They're crafters, they do other crafty things. That's totally fine because Creative Warriors is for creative people who have struggled. They're not really sure how to market themselves, especially online, because I do have a lot of online information for you. Even if you are old school typer like me and need to learn some techie things, I have all of that in there for you as well. So we do stuff like on social media, all kinds of fun things, all kinds of cool things. I mean, talking business with me is like that lights my fire. Like, I really want you guys to have what I have created because it seriously is a fast track. Are you going to be able to get into Creative Warriors tomorrow and then start selling a ton of paintings? I mean, let's be realistic, okay? Probably not, but can it be possible? Yes. And are you going to make progress and be able to do what I've done? Yes, if you follow the steps that I put into Creative Warriors for you in the trainings that I did put in there. So anyway, yeah, I'm just going through this is just one of the little perks that I have for you when you get in there. It is the Tracker and Accomplishment book. It is on a PDF. I did print this one out at my local printer. Um, you most certainly can do the same thing, or you can just keep it on a PDF, download it to your computer. You can still find every single thing right here. This isn't, if you don't want to use this, you don't have to, but we're visual people, and I like to have something tangible, something I can go down through and check off and kind of track my progress, right? So I have a whole welcome section here because there's a few things in here. Well, I should say more than a few. When you get into Creative Warriors, it tells you about bookmarking the website so that you can find that because the entire library for Creative Warriors trainings is on my website, amyparkerart.com, as well as in the Facebook group for members of Creative Warriors. So I do have, right here on this side, I actually have two check marks on all the pages for you that have check marks, little check boxes. The orange is right here. The orange is, hey, I get it, I understand it, this is awesome, and I'm going to implement it. So if you like go through one training or whatever, and you're like, yep, got it, check it off. Over here, I'm stuck, have a question, or just want to revisit this, check it off. Use a pencil, you guys, because as you grow, then you can just erase and go back and, you know, um, so we do have stuff like hashtags so that I can answer your question quickly and find where you put that answer. All this stuff's explained in Creative Warriors, and do not get overwhelmed when you get in there. Like I said, I have 3 years worth of content in there already waiting for you, uh, for you and your art businesses. And don't get overwhelmed because this is seriously not a race. This is your business. This is your creative works. This is if you work full time, if you have a bunch of kids at home, if you who knows what the deal is, right? We're all different. Now my two kids are grown and I have more time at home. Thank goodness. I love it like that. It's great. And I got to see one of my daughters today and I get to see the other one tomorrow, which is great. But like if you've got little kids and you're working full time, look, I don't expect you to get into Creative Warriors and be like, oh my God, Amy's going to make me do this like, you know, 30 hours a week or 40 hours. I am not going to make you do anything. Okay. I am there to help you along your journey. I'm there to hold your hand, walk you through step by step, have you discover all of the trainings on your time in the pace that you want to take it at. There's no right or wrong in here. It's really an individual game as far as learning and soaking up the information, okay? Because I'm here to help you. I'm not here to overwhelm you. And if you're just joining me, welcome. I'm Amy from Amy Parker Art and founder of Creative Warriors. Creative Warriors is the mentor membership that I have for you for your art businesses. It opens tomorrow, May 9th, Mother's Day. And happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. We are going to be open for 5 days. So on the 13th at midnight is it. So I'm really hoping that you jump on the chance tomorrow because I do have a little special thing for you for the early birds, right? So anyway, I'm just going through this tracker and accomplishment book with you. I'm not going to go through every single thing, but I'm just kind of going through some of the pages and giving you some a little look inside of what I put in there for you so that you can track your accomplishments as you are in Creative Warriors. So when you do join and you get in, you're going to have this whole welcome section. It's in the form of videos, PDFs, things like that. Mostly videos. We're visual people. We're artists. So happy Mother's Day to you too. I appreciate that. I'm not sure who it is because I cannot see your face. You might have to just allow StreamYard to let them put your name or your little icon, your little face up there. But thank you very much. Thank you. You as well, if you are a mom. All right, so now let's see. We have the gold designs of different levels, chapter phases, and I do have Creative Warriors set up like where there's phases for like art and phases for tech. There's a lot of people that ask me tech questions, and I'm no like super genius computer programmer, but I can tell you I went from old school typing to developing my own membership website for you in a short period of time. So I've learned quite a bit with the techie thing. You do not, let me clarify right now, you do not need a website to do what I do, to market your paintings online. I mostly have done this using social media, Facebook, and organically for 3 years. And, I'm not rich, but I'm not starving. I have paid my mortgage and bills every single month with my painting sales alone. And, years ago, if you would have asked me if I could do that, I'd be like, probably not. I don't really know how to use a computer or the internet very well, but you know what? I figured it out. And see this door right here to my studio? My postman comes right here to pick up all my paintings when I have them ready to be shipped out. So let me talk a little bit about that too. You do need PayPal to join Creative Warriors because that's what I use for the payment for every month. For you guys, everybody that signs up tomorrow or before the 13th at midnight, I am giving you the biggest deal in the entire world I possibly could, which is only $20, no brainer to get in. That is because you will be my founding members and you can let me know what you love, what you want more of, things like that, right? Help me kind of shape it even more. So I'm super excited for that. Now, so you do need to be a member of my website, which doesn't cost anything, and have a PayPal account, which doesn't cost anything to set up. The Creative Warriors is $20 per month for as long as you stay. So when I raise it the next time that we open, it's still going to be $20 for you. So, I mean, I've got a vision in the future. I can see, I know I'm going to help a lot of people and you as well, because once you become a creative warrior, it's going to be great to have you as in the whole peer-to-peer community, right? So we can all help each other. And the price will go up definitely because it is worth more than $20. But like I said, you will be grandfathered in at that price. So as long as you are a member of Creative Warriors, it's never, ever, ever going to go up for as long as you are an active member in Creative Warriors. So if you have any questions, like I said, let me know. Keep your eyes out tomorrow because tomorrow is opening day. And I do have an early bird special thing for you guys, for those of you that sign up tomorrow. Okay, so like right here, this one is chapter 1, Curious Creative. And there's actually descriptions, because what I put in the middle here is actually your success path. So this is chapter 1. We have 1 through 5. And when you get into Creative Warrior, I'm going to show you tomorrow, probably anyway, when we open and kind of screen share with you and stuff. But I have the success path set up so that you can decide which one rings a bell with you, which one sounds like you, so that you'll know where to start. And let's say that you're like, oh, I'm already in chapter 3. That's where I need to start. And if that's so, then that's great. You go ahead and go there, because that information will be for you. And that doesn't mean that you can't go back to chapter 1 and check out that stuff whenever you want. 2, 3. Basically, what I'm trying to say, all those chapters are going to be in there for you forever, for as long as you stay a creative warrior. So it's not like you're going to watch a training and then it's going to go away. It's going to be there. And like I said, that's another reason why I made this tracker and accomplishment book, so that I can go find, hey, where do I want to be? And what if I want to learn about my profile and group photos today? I'm going to go here. And then, okay, I watched the training on that and I get it. So right here, I'm going to check. Awesome. I get it. I understand. Or, geez, the profile group and example photos, I really didn't get that. So I'm going to put right here, I need to maybe ask a question about that. We got PDF profile checklist, group checklist, how to set up your online event video, how to set up and run a shopping group. I mean, there is a lot of info. Like I said, don't get overwhelmed, but seriously, it's like Christmas Eve for me, and I'm so excited for you guys. So we got chapter 1 continued here. As you can see, we have a lot of trainings per chapter, and we have a note section for you here as well. And, it goes, like I said, it goes 1 through 5. So hopefully you will find this helpful. I'm sure you will. I mean, I know I do, and I'm a very visual and tangible. I need something like that. So super helpful to have. Heck, man, you can throw it in your tote bag and just carry it around if you want. But yeah, I do not want you to feel, like I said, I don't want you to feel overwhelmed when you get in there, because there is a lot of information, but I'm there to walk you through, and super excited to open the doors for the very, very first time to the public for you guys. So this membership is for any artists who want to sell their creations. Okay. I'm an acrylic painter. I paint quick, fast acrylic paintings like this. And I have over 700 collectors that I have gathered in a short period of time. So if you want to do what I do, like I said, this is for creative people. If you want, even if you haven't sold a painting before, if you like this, but you're like, geez, I'm thinking maybe I would like to do that sometime, then great. Then this would be for you. If you have had some luck at like arts and crafts shows, or maybe you've done arts and crafts shows and you're like, oh, I don't like dragging my stuff all around. This thing is not for me. It's like irritating. I'm kind of speaking from experience here. I'm not saying they're all irritating, because, hey, I've got some wins from arts and crafts shows in the past, but then it would be for you. It's for artists and creative people who want to work at home. You can also take the trainings that I'm giving you and do it in person as well, but it's mostly geared towards online. I found there's a big need for people to learn basic tech skills for social media, things like that, business strategy, how to speak to your customers, how to attract collectors, things like that. So that's the kind of stuff that we go over. I know this looks weird, but I have my back massager on, and I was at the batting cages with my daughter tonight, which I didn't wake up this morning thinking I'm gonna go to the batting cages. My sister called me and she's like, oh, and her and my niece were going, and I'm like, all right, maybe me and Justine would go, and we did, and we had a good time. We also rode the go-karts around, which was pretty cool too. So speaking of the go-karts, this isn't a race, like I said. I'm super pumped up and excited. So you'll probably see my energy this week on my pages and all that stuff, like super pumped up. But I want you to know this isn't a race. This is all about you. This is all about your creative businesses. Yes, we are going to do a monthly painting tutorial that you are going to get gold right designs to, meaning when you are a creative warrior and I give you gold right designs, that means I'm giving you rights to paintings of mine that have been proven to sell so that you can take it, run with it. You can do that. Do you have to paint what I painted when I give you for gold rights? No, you don't have to if you don't want to, but why not make it easier on yourself? Like this purple tree back here. I keep pointing the wrong way because a different image on the computer. My purple tree, I painted probably like 40 of those, right? And that is an example of one of the tutorials that I do have in there for you already. I'm going to give you, this is super awesome too, marketing templates so that you can do your own art shows. I teach you how to do auctions, shows, and parties, all for your artwork. If you, like I said, if you're a crafter, if you make something, anything with your hands, us artists, we're pretty crafty people, right? I mean, if you're like me, I mean, I need to do something creative every day. So I've been there, done that, made the jewelry, the candles, the soap, the door hangers, all kinds of stuff. And, it's all basically for that type of thing. But I have found the most luck, like I said, just zoning in and narrowing down my niche of what I'm going to offer online, which back in August of 2018, that's what I did. And I started putting my paintings up, and I've had good success with that. So, yes, if you want my help, I will be happy to help you. And I'm probably going to get done with this video in a moment, but I do want to let you know we are opening tomorrow. I'm not going to set my alarm at like 5 a.m. Okay, so just know that it's probably going to be maybe around 9, 10, somewhere around there. But you will see me with the links. I'll be on my pages. And if you're not in the free art business workshop right now, you can find on my Facebook business page under community. You most certainly can get in that. It doesn't cost anything. I have done the Q&As in there. There's 3 modules, which is a taste of creative warriors. And I do have the link in there right now. So if you wanted to jump in there, you can go check that out. But just get ready, because tomorrow is going to be Happy Mother's Day and grand opening for Creative Warriors. If you guys are on my mailing list, don't forget to check your mail, because I got fun things coming out for you as well. And yeah, we're just going to have a darn good time. You can also let me know in here if you're like, Amy, yes, I want in. Just let me know, and I'll go back and check this. You guys, I'm tired. I've been working all day, but I will go back and check this tomorrow morning. But you can go as well to amyparkerart.com, all the way to the bottom where I have Creative Warriors wait list. Like it says, learn more, and then you can get on the wait list. I'm going to be changing that tomorrow for the actual link to just go sign up. When you do go sign up, it's going to walk you through the steps to become a member of my website, which is free. It's going to walk you through the steps to get a PayPal account if you don't have one, which is free to get an account. And then it will give you the step to get Creative Warriors, which is $20 for a founding member, which your price will never go up for as long as you are in there. So hopefully that clarifies everything for you. And if not, if you have questions, you guys know to let me know, because I will go back. I will answer your questions. And I love you all. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you being here. Hope you have a wonderful night. And I will definitely see you tomorrow.